Hi, today I'd like to talk a little bit about things you should fix on your house before you put it up for sale. Generally, we don't recommend that people do massive repairs before they you put your house on the market, but there are some things that could be really beneficial and you could actually recoup more money than you invest in. The first thing I'm going to talk about is damaged flooring. That is one of the things that buyers notice straight away when they come into the house. So if you have worn out carpet, really dirty carpet that cannot be cleaned, or cracked tiles, I'm not talking about minor cracks, but if you really have bad tiling, it's definitely worth doing something. If you have an old carpet that's totally worn out, you should either replace it with a new neutral color carpet, or maybe even consider hardwood, or maybe here in Florida, a high quality vinyl flooring. You can recoup as much as 147% according to the National Association of Realtors if you upgrade or replace worn or damaged flooring. Another thing that's worth looking into is if you have water stains anywhere in the house, particularly in the ceiling. Obviously make sure that the source of the stain has been fixed, but also make sure you get rid of the stains after treated properly. Make sure it looks like a new and inviting ceiling, for lack of better words, because nobody wants to buy a money pit. Nobody wants to buy something they have to invest a ton of money in, and even if there is no underlying problem anymore, you fixed everything behind the ceiling. Buyers who see stained ceilings automatically think, well, there's a lot of money to be spent on fixing that issue. And usually it'll cost you less than $1,000 to fix. Another thing you definitely should consider is if you have torn window screens or pool screens. It makes the house look kind of like this is Halloween soon, so like a haunted house. It looks very old, very worn out, very not well maintained if you have scratched or torn screens. So make sure you fix all those. Also a very minor cost, and as little as maybe $10-15 if you do it yourself. If your grout is yellowed or cracked, or maybe at some point in a previous life painted a weird color that's not really what people want to see today, it's definitely worth upgrading your grouting. It's a little more of work, but it's not costly, especially if you can do it yourself. It could be as little as $1 to $2 per square foot to have regrouted if you do it yourself. And it's something that really makes the house look fresh and inviting. Number 5 on my list is resuscitate your lawn. If your lawn is dying, if your grass looks yellow or patchy, try to fix it by either sodding or seeding or something that will make the lawn look whole and new again. Again, this is, especially if it's in your front yard, this is your curb appeal we're talking about. The first thing people see when they approach your house. But also your backyard, don't forget that, because when people are done looking at your house, they go to the backyard and see how much space they have out there, and if they see a lawn that's in disrepair or dismaintenance, they're not seeing just patches, they're seeing dollars flying out of their pockets. If you have a pet and that pet has done some damage to your house, maybe your dog chewed a door frame, it's really important to get that fixed, because again, what buyers see when they see that is, well, it's a cost, it's a hassle, it's something they have to deal with, it's something they don't really want to deal with, and it's usually pretty cheap to fix. Sometimes even with a handyman, you can get minor damage fixed for $100 or less. Your kitchen is the last thing on my list here. If your kitchen is outdated or tired, you should do it. I'm not talking about a total kitchen renovation. You're never going to get your money back on that. But you might want to paint your kitchen cabinets, maybe give it a really, really deep clean. When we use our kitchen every day, they tend to in some cases get a little bit dirty. Or if you have a not so good looking work surface, consider maybe replacing just the worktop. Put some relatively cheap granite in there. It looks just as good as the expensive stuff in many cases, but it will really make your kitchen pop and look like something, well, you don't have to replace anytime soon. So, well, that's what I had for today. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to call me, text me, or put a comment below. I'm here to help if you have any questions. Until next time.